Electric cars and smart technologies are transforming our world, pushing us toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. But when we look up at the sky, it's still the same old fuel-powered airplanes. Why haven't we seen electric planes yet? This question might seem simple, but the answer reveals much more than we think. Understanding the challenges holding back electric aviation is crucial for the future of air travel. What's standing in the way of cleaner, quieter flights that could revolutionize how we travel? One of the biggest obstacles to electric aviation lies in the concept of energy density. In simple terms, energy density refers to how much energy can be stored in a given weight or volume. When it comes to electric airplanes, this becomes a crucial challenge. Jet fuel, which powers conventional airplanes, is incredibly energy dense. A small amount of fuel can generate a large amount of power, making it ideal for long flights. To put it in perspective, think of an airplane as an athlete. Just like an athlete needs fuel to run long distances, an airplane needs fuel to keep flying. Jet fuel provides this fuel in a concentrated form, giving the plane the energy it needs to travel thousands of miles without getting too heavy. But the situation changes when we look at batteries. Currently, batteries are much less energy dense than jet fuel. To power a plane with batteries, we would need to carry a massive amount of battery weight to produce the same energy as jet fuel. If 500 tons of batteries are needed to replace the fuel for a long flight, then compared to a real aircraft like the Boeing 747-400, approximately 397 tons MTOW, that amount of batteries would weigh more than the maximum takeoff weight of this large aircraft. That's 5 times the weight of the airplane itself. This imbalance makes it nearly impossible with current battery technology. The added weight would make it difficult, if not impossible, for the plane to get off the ground. The more batteries you add, the heavier the plane becomes, requiring even more energy to stay airborne, creating a vicious cycle. This is the core challenge in developing electric airplanes that can travel long distances. Until battery technology advances significantly, electric planes will remain grounded for long-haul flights. Imagine you're flying a plane, and at the start of the flight it's heavy because it's carrying a lot of fuel. The cool thing about jet fuel is that it burns off during the flight. As the plane uses up the fuel, it gets lighter and lighter. This makes the plane more efficient, because the less it weighs, the less energy it needs to keep flying. By the time it reaches its destination, it's used up a lot of fuel and become much lighter. Now think about using batteries instead of jet fuel. Here's the problem. Batteries don't burn off. They stay just as heavy the entire time. So as the plane flies, it keeps carrying that extra weight, which means it has to keep using energy just to keep the batteries in the air. The heavier the plane, the more energy it needs to stay aloft. This is a huge challenge for electric airplanes. Jet fuel helps planes fly efficiently because it gets lighter as it's used, but batteries don't do that. They stay heavy, which makes it harder for electric planes to fly long distances. Right now, no matter how many batteries we add, they can't match the energy-to-weight ratio of jet fuel. This is why electric planes still can't travel as far or carry as much weight as planes powered by fuel. Until we figure out how to make lighter, more powerful batteries, electric planes will have a tough time replacing the ones we use today. Aviation has come a long way since the early days of flight. In the late 1800s, airships were one of the first attempts at powered flight. These huge, balloon-like machines relied on lighter-than-air gas to lift off, and some even experimented with electric motors. Though they were a major breakthrough at the time, airships were limited by their size, weight, and the technology available. They never quite lived up to the dream of modern air travel. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing a new era of electric aviation. Over the past few decades, battery technology has improved dramatically, making it more feasible to create electric planes. We're not talking about the giant passenger jets you see today, but rather smaller, more efficient aircraft designed for short flights. These electric planes are lighter, quieter, and much more environmentally friendly than traditional planes. One company making strides in this field is Beta Technologies. They're designing electric planes with vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) capabilities, which could revolutionize urban travel and reduce emissions from short-haul flights. Beta's electric aircraft aren't just a concept, they've already built working prototypes and are testing them in real-world conditions. Their work is a key example of how electric aviation is evolving and getting closer to becoming a viable option for commercial use. The dream of electric planes that can replace traditional jets may still be far off, but thanks to advancements in battery technology and companies like Beta, we're well on our way to seeing electric aircraft take to the skies.
In the United States, there has not been an electric engine that has been certified standalone. So H500A is primed to be the first Part 33 engine certification for an electric propulsion unit, which is really exciting. Also, when you look at the aircraft side of it, we do have an aircraft that is all electric being certified under Part 23 with no special conditions. And that's a significant milestone for us, for the FAA, to show that we can use the existing frameworks that they've put in place to develop and bring these technologies to market.
But every year, batteries get better and better, about 7% per year. That means in 7 years, we'll double that.
Imagine a plane that doesn't need a runway to take off. That's the magic of vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL aircraft. These electric planes are designed to take off and land straight up and down, just like a helicopter, but with all the benefits of electric power. Quiet, clean, and efficient, VTOLs are built for short distances and urban environments, making them perfect for reducing congestion and emissions in crowded cities. Companies like Beta Technologies are leading the charge in developing electric VTOL aircraft. These planes are revolutionizing what we think of as air travel. Instead of needing long runways, they can take off from small spaces, like rooftops or parking lots. This makes them ideal for urban air mobility, where traditional airports and runways aren't always practical. Imagine hopping into an electric plane to zip across a city, bypassing traffic, and arriving at your destination in a fraction of the time it would take by car. What makes these planes even more exciting is their potential to dramatically reduce emissions. By using electric motors instead of jet engines, VTOL aircraft produce far fewer pollutants, making them a cleaner alternative for short trips. Plus, because they're quieter than traditional planes, they won't create the noise pollution that often comes with air travel. These electric VTOLs are still in the early stages, but they hold the promise of transforming how we move in and between cities. Instead of being stuck in traffic, we could be flying above it, with zero emissions and minimal noise. The future of urban travel is closer than we think. The future of electric airplanes is bright, especially for short-haul flights. With the rise of electric VTOL aircraft and advancements in battery technology, we're looking at a world where flying is cleaner, quieter, and more sustainable. These electric planes can significantly reduce carbon emissions, especially for short-distance trips, and pave the way for a greener aviation industry. As hybrid and solid-state battery technologies improve, we may see even more powerful and efficient electric planes taking to the skies. Imagine a future where hopping on an electric plane is just as normal as catching a bus. The skies could be filled with clean, quiet electric aircraft, drastically reducing pollution and travel times. But we're still just scratching the surface of what's possible. As the technology continues to evolve, there's even more potential for electric planes to revolutionize not just passenger travel, but also freight transportation. In the future, we could see electric planes transforming the way goods are shipped, cutting down on emissions, and making the global supply chain more sustainable. So what do you think? How could electric planes change the world? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you'd like to see next. One simple fact at a time, that's how we understand the world. Like, subscribe to Simple Why and tell us your question below. Your why could be our next video.